If you're thinking about buying a home in San Francisco, this might be the most important video you watch. I'm David Poulsen, coming to you live in San Francisco. Because some homes here look like incredible deals until you realize what they actually cost. And I'm not talking about price, I'm talking about time, stress, unexpected expenses, resale issues, and long-term regret. Today, I'm breaking down 5 types of homes you should never buy in San Francisco unless you know exactly what you're getting into. I'm David Poulsen, a top San Francisco realtor with over 30 years of real estate experience. I've worked in neighborhoods like the Marina, Cow Hollow, Pacific Heights, Potrero Hill, the Richmond, the Sunset, and beyond. These are real situations I see buyers struggle with every year. This isn't fear-based. It's all about clarity. So let's dive in. So why is San Francisco real estate so different? Before we talk about specific homes, you need to understand why San Francisco is different. This city has some of the oldest housing stock in the country, strict zoning and planning rules, strong tenant protections, and seismic and soil considerations, and some of the highest construction costs anywhere in the country. A home in Pacific Heights may look similar to the one in another city, but the rules, risks, and costs are completely different. In places like the Marina District or Cow Hollow, buyers are often underestimating seismic and foundation issues. In Selma or Mission Bay, it's often HOA structure and building health. In San Francisco, what you don't see matters more than what you do. That's why this next section of this video is so important. So keep watching. Fixer-uppers are incredibly tempting. Buyers see a lower price and think, this is how I get into the neighborhood. In areas like the Richmond or the Sunset District, fixers are especially popular because homes are older and often well located. But here's the reality in San Francisco. First, permits. Renovations often require full plans, structural engineering, and months of approvals. Second, systems. Many older homes need electrical upgrades, plumbing replacements, seismic retrofitting, and foundation work. And third is the cost. Construction in San Francisco is unpredictable. A $300,000 remodel in theory can easily become $600,000 in reality. Fixers aren't bad homes, but they might be a bad purchase for a buyer who underestimates timelines, costs, or the city's approval process. So beware. This one catches a lot of buyers off guard, especially people relocating from out of state or even out of town. Buying a tenant-occupied property in San Francisco is very different than in most cities. In neighborhoods like North Beach, Nob Hill, and parts of Mission District, tenant-occupied homes are common. San Francisco has some of the strongest tenant protections in the country. This means move-in timelines can be delayed, buyouts can be expensive, evictions are highly regulated, legal missteps can be costly. Many buyers assume the tenant will simply leave after closing, but that's often not the case. Tenant-occupied homes are not bad investments, but they are very risky purchases for owner-occupants who don't fully understand San Francisco tenant law, I highly recommend that you go talk to an attorney before you look at one of these types of properties so you know what you're getting into. Condos with HOA and building red flags. Condos make up a huge part of the San Francisco real estate market, and many condos are excellent purchases. But buyers often focus on the unit and ignore the building. In neighborhoods like Soma, Mission Bay, and newer parts of downtown, the risks often include low HOA reserves, deferred maintenance, pending litigation, aging mechanical systems. A building that hasn't planned properly will eventually pass costs on to owners. That's how buyers end up with major special assessments. In San Francisco, a healthy building matters more than a pretty kitchen. Homes with illegal or unpermitted space. This one shows up constantly in San Francisco. Garage conversions, bonus rooms, extra bathrooms. In neighborhoods like the Sunset, the Richmond, and parts of Cow Hollow, unpermitted space is extremely common. If space isn't legally permitted, it can limit financing, create appraisal issues, cause insurance problems, hurt resale value. Buyers often assume it's been like this for decades, so it must be fine. Maybe you've heard the term, it's grandfathered in. Well, it's not grandfathered in. In San Francisco, legality matters. Unpermitted space doesn't mean don't buy. It means verify, understand, and price the risk correctly. And remember, always look at that 3R report. That's the report that shows all the permits on the property, and that is produced by the city of San Francisco. Homes with location, soil, and foundation risks. This final category is one buyers almost never think about until they move in. First, busy streets. Homes on major corridors in neighborhoods like the Marina or Cow Hollow deal with noise, traffic, and resale limitations. A perfect example is homes on Lombard Street, one of the busiest corridors in the Marina and Cow Hollow. Second, homes near fire stations or hospitals. Remember, sirens don't stop at night. Buyers often realize this after they've already moved in. Third, liquefaction zones. Parts of the Marina, parts of Cow Hollow, parts of Mission Bay and waterfront areas are built on fill or soft soil. During earthquakes, these areas carry higher risk, which affects insurance, financing, and long-term comfort. And finally, brick foundations. Many older homes throughout San Francisco still have them. Brick foundations are brittle and perform poorly in seismic events unless properly retrofitted. These homes aren't impossible to buy, but buyers need engineering reviews, seismic evaluations, and realistic budgets. In San Francisco, what's under the house matters just as much as what's inside it. Do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. The goal of this video isn't to scare buyers. It's to help you understand what you're committing to before you commit. These can be costly mistakes, and I want to help you avoid them. The smartest buyers in San Francisco ask better questions, understand neighborhood-specific risk, review documents carefully and think long term. If you know anyone buying a house in San Francisco, share this video with them so they can know what to look out for. If you're planning to buy a home or move to San Francisco and want honest local guidance, reach out. I'm David Poulsen coming to you live in San Francisco's Marina District. Thanks for watching and safe home buying out there. Bye, everyone.